Hey everyone, welcome to the third installment in my item management series. Today I'm going to show you that with good item play, you absolutely do not need to be using Waluigi Wiggler or Waluigi Biddy if you want to be a successful racer online by hopping into some worldwides using my daughter's go-to build. I'm also going to go into detail on what it means to play defensively in the context of using the Super Horn, and in particular, why this is such a terrible play. Now this is an edited down version of a VOD from one of my previous streams, and there were a couple things that happened in these races that really pissed me off, and they caused me to go on these rants that were, let's just say, not very nice. So when that happens, I'm actually going to dub over what I was saying on stream with my thoughts on why exactly these plays irritated me and why you should or should not be making certain plays, at least in my opinion. But that's enough intro though, I hope you all enjoy the races. Might be able to demonstrate some bagging strats here. Alright, so starting off with Snowland. I'm in the back, so I might as well just try and hang out and get mushrooms and just take that cut. And for anybody wondering why I'm using this build, this is my daughter's go-to build. Ooh, nice, I got the mushroom. Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, I didn't. Nice. I'm going to be making very liberal use of my rear view mirror. I want to make sure I don't get screwed. And I'm full of insightful political commentary tonight. I'm not really saying anything yet because, okay, that green shell came out of nowhere. I was going to say, like, I'm using my rear view mirror to try and see where everybody's at. The problem with this course is that, like, you can be really far ahead, and then now, like, Waluigi's right behind me because they got to use, like, a mushroom to take that cut. So that cut is, like, super, super powerful. And if you haven't learned it yet, you should definitely watch my video on how to do it because, it'll teach you the ways. Also, before using that coin, I really should have just checked my rear view mirror to see if the red shell was coming for me because now I just used my coin. If a boo were to come, if a boo were to have come, it would have just stolen my coin. And it would have left me, or it would have stolen my banana and left me totally open. I want to take a little bit of a weird line to get the item boxes here if I can. Oh, I did not want to do that. Man, having a bomb there. Oh, well, I got double defense, so that works. Oh, that was stupid. Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. Not a bad race. So, using rear view mirror is very useful. If you couldn't gather, it's like you can kind of tell what's going on. It would have allowed me to make a better play had I actually kept using my rear view mirror because I would have been able to see if the red shell was coming. But I'm not quite good at reacting with the rear view mirror yet. I'm kind of good at using it for just, you know, maintenance checking to make sure that I'm not getting destroyed. Alright, so next up is Cheeseland. We're starting in first, so we're just going to try and run the track as long as we can. I'm assuming that at some point I'm going to get destroyed, and if that happens, I'm going to purposely drop back down to like 9th or whatever, because you can get a ton of good items back here, and there's so many shortcuts that I did not want to do that. I was trying to spam the item roulette so that I could just get my item more quickly and ended up just throwing away my banana. But yeah, so there's enough shortcuts on this that like you never are really out of the race as long as you you know, basically, if you are at the start, if you're anywhere before like the start of lap 3, there's always potential for comeback. By the way, one thing, I know I've mentioned this in a few other videos, but just to be clear about something I'm doing here is I'm purposely holding on to my coin if I get it. I'm not using it because the game is programmed in such a way that you're only supposed to be able to hold one coin at any time. In a worldwide race or any sort of like regional, worldwide, etc. Damn, that blue shell's far away. I purposely tried to glide it up a little bit there because if you get hit in midair, so first of all, I wanted to be able just to clear the gap, but also, oh shit, I was trying to let that go a little bit early. I was talking too much, but also, if you get hit by a blue shell in midair, you're able, it'll let you sort of hold, like you'll keep some of your speed. We haven't seen lightnings yet, but I'm assuming that's coming at some point soon. It'd be very weird not to see. I'm not throwing this red shell because I want to hold it for defense. Although I am going to use my coin. I'm going to chain the red shell once I get to this double item box. Might get something good, might get more red shells. Might as well just use this here. I don't know what happened to first place there, but it looked like they kind of died. Okay, yeah, so I was expecting that lightning. Not at that point. I was expecting it to come a lot sooner, but now what's probably going to happen is I'm going to get screwed by second place or third place, because it's like such a long path around that if you get mushrooms, you can cut off like so much of the track. Like, look, I almost got beat right there at the end. You can see in my mini map on the bottom right, I almost got passed up, even though I was kind of far ahead before that turn. So, and yeah, so do I ever bag? I do bag from time to time. But I don't like to do it. I basically only bag like if I have to. I know it's like a viable strategy on some tracks, and it's like the go-to if you start off in like 9th place on Cheese Land, for example. But I don't like playing that way, so I just try and avoid it if at all possible. All right, next up, Super NES Rainbow Road Mirror Mode. Kind of sucks, but we'll make do. My chat is making me laugh. I use my coin here because there's a double coming up, and also it allows me to get a little bit of speed. So I can beat the thwomp, the second thwomp before it pounds. And the other thing is that, like, I also try and, thank you for letting me get rid of that banana right there. I also, what was I gonna say? So I use the coin there just because, like, because of the double that comes up, like, if I'm gonna get hit, like, I might as well just have a couple coins. I don't know. There's no reason not to, really. At best, it's or at worst, oh dude, I fucking hit the ramp, dude. At worst, at worst, nothing happens. At best, you actually, this person trying to dodge. At best, you end up a little bit ahead. I'm gonna get rid of this item here so that I can, uh-oh. This is bad. I got rid of the item there so that I could pick something else up. I got fucking smashed. Alright, I'm not playing very well right now, obviously. I was trying to pay attention to what side the thwomps were going on, and I just totally messed it up, so. I did some braking a little bit there so that I wouldn't get hit by that dude's green shell that he was trailing. Oh no, don't use that horn on me, please. Look at that. Post-production basic here. I'm going to cut away from the main audio for a bit because I went on a fairly not nice rant about what this person just did, and rather than be a jackass for 50 seconds, I figured it'd be a good idea to explain why I got so salty. Alright, so first off, this is a totally ridiculous way to use your horn. The horn is the best defensive option in the entire game, and unlike bananas, shells, and to some extent bombs, if you're in top spots, you don't want to use your horn until it's absolutely necessary to do so, because otherwise you'll leave yourself wide open for attack. For example, if I had a red shell in my second item slot. As for why this particular play pissed me off so much, well, it's because using the horn like this serves no purpose other than to ruin my race, and I had encountered pretty much this exact situation multiple times over the last couple streams. Now, what's even more ridiculous about this person is that you can see that at the end of the race they tried to drop a bomb on me, which almost caused me to take a green shell and lose the race. So yeah, I harp a lot on playing defensively because if you play like that guy did, fair warning, you're gonna get destroyed. Dude, Uberlord, don't use your horns, man. Uberlord is just vicious. Uberlord's one of the few people that can actually make plays like that and still win. Alright, so N64 Rainbow Road, also sometimes known as Trainbow, which makes me cringe every time I say it, so I will never again use that phrase. I'm trailing because I don't know what's happening in terms of who has items behind me and what they have, so just trying to be safe. I just hit somebody, which I feel bad for them. Apologies. If you're in like a team setting, don't do that because, oh dude, that was the sickest boomerang. Don't do that because you might hit your teammate. It's better just to not do that, to just hold on to your item without trailing. Because the other thing is I also had no more green shell after I accidentally trailed that, or not accidentally, after I trailed that person. Oh my god, please. I lost my green shell, which would have left me defenseless. So it's better just to not do that at all. I threw the boomerang there because I knew that I was coming up on another set, and my thought process was I'd like to get some, potentially another defensive item, or at the very least a coin, because I don't want my boomerang to get stolen. That's why I threw it backwards, and also because it might, if I hit the person in second, it would put some distance between me and second place. So there was a reason why I did that. Normally I don't recommend throwing boomerangs like that, kind of all willy-nilly, but there was a real purpose to it there. I'm also like, I don't know why things are going so smoothly today, but I'm just gonna try and destroy some people behind me. Alright, so we're about 3 races in and things have gone pretty well so far. I think I've done a good job demonstrating that you don't need to use Waluigi Wiggler to succeed. Alright, so I wanted to quickly quote one of my Twitch chat people. I don't think their message is on the stream anymore, so he said, to quote the person who taught me comp, Walu Wiggler doesn't automatically make you better, it just rewards you more for better plays. And that's basically the case. I think that a lot of people are under the misconception that it's like, if you play Waluigi Wiggler, that you're gonna have like a huge advantage, and it's just not really true at all. It does help, right? Like, it's not like it doesn't have any advantage at all, but I think that there's like this misconception that if you play Waluigi Wiggler that, I mean, you are kind of a tryhard, right? That was a really stupid play, I don't know why I did that. You are kind of a tryhard, but it's like the advantage that you're eking out is very, very small. Also, I don't know why somebody dropped down so early. Looks like they messed up the eel scratch too. Oh, I missed the doubles there. That was stupid. All right, who's behind me? Watch this guy use his horn. Watch this. I'm gonna bait it out because I know he's gonna do it. See, I knew it, man. What did I tell you? Okay, this is just me being kind of dumb. Unlike what happened in Rainbow Road, this is actually a pretty reasonable use of the super horn because I was rolling up on them with triple greens. So even if they weren't trying specifically to ruin my day, using the horn in this way ensures that they diffused any of the threat of getting shelled. Personally, under certain circumstances, I don't think it would have been unreasonable to purposely slow down to get me here. Now, what should I have done differently? Well, not follow this guy so closely for one, but I also should have tried to throw my green shells to try and bait out the horn from a distance if I really wanted to. The problem there is that I would then have gotten rid of my own defense. The entire point of what I'm trying to say is, if you're in a top spot, you really need to focus on playing defensively. It's always fun to try and make sick plays, but more often than not, you're just going to end up shooting yourself in the foot. It annoys me when people make plays that are just objectively bad plays, like just terrible plays at this level. Also, that's the other reason why if you have so that person used their defensive item, or I think they either threw the red shell or they backed it or whatever they did. Oh no, they had a banana and they got rid of it to try and chain. And you don't really want to do that unless you're looking at the person behind you, because for example, I had a red shell. And the person who was behind me definitely could have seen that if they used their mirror. And then they would have known that it wasn't safe to try and chain right there. Oh, come on! Yes! Did you see that snipe? Oh, man. I don't think I've ever been so excited about making a play in this game before. And I'm 1 point away from 19,000. I think I should cut it here, though. I don't want to chance my luck right now. I'm already having a good time. I'm going to get ruined in the next race if I keep going. Unless a really good course comes up. Let's see what happens. Ooh, yeah, no, I don't like any of these courses, so I'm going to back out. All right, so we're going to be done. We're going to be done with that. All right, that's going to be it for me for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those races, and let me know down in the comments if you have any questions about why I made certain plays, or comments on things that you thought I could have done differently to have perhaps had a better outcome. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.